let's get more on one of our top stories. We've been telling you about the referendum in Turkey. We'll speak to Şaban Kardaş, the president of the Center for Middle Eastern Strategic Studies. He's also a Turkish policy specialist, joining us from Ankara. Good to have you with us. So it was a narrow victory for Erdogan as well as the AK party. What undermined their appeal?
Well, although it may seem a narrow victory, we should keep in mind that this has been through a competitive political process. Although the issue at stake is redesigning the political structure, which requires a larger consensus, the moment it goes to the people are polarized along political lines, ethnic lines, ideological lines. So I don't think the narrow margin means something negative, because it came as a result of a very highly competitive political process. But
many had expected Erdogan to achieve a higher majority, in fact, because a lot of people saying that that referendum was held under what they refer to as a climate of fear.
No, I don't think it was under a climate of fear, because all parties were able to express their views. People were exposed to different opinions. Both yes side and no side made their campaigns. But the point here is that none of the AK party representatives or the president himself previously emphasized that they would get elected. The results will be by a wide margin. This was never mentioned before. The reason why we expected a larger margin was because of the coalition between the AK party and the MHP, the Nationalist Action Party. Together, their vote total suggested that it may have been a larger margin.
Okay.
But it underperformed. The coalition underperformed. This is what means now for the future of Turkish politics.
Okay, just away from the results for a moment. So this constitutional change will allow the winner of the 2019 presidential election to assume full control of the government. But what are the immediate ramifications? Are there any immediate ramifications?
Well, I think the most immediate ramification will be about passing new laws through the parliament, so that the Turkish administrative governance structure is adjusted to the new reality, where the main executive body is the president. Right now, many executive functions, many institutions are structured around the position of the prime minister. Many duties are assumed by deputy prime ministers. I think in the coming months we will see a wave of new legislations through the Turkish parliament, so that this transition away from a from a parliamentary to presidential system can take shape.
Are you worried, however, about the opposition saying that it wants to challenge the results of this referendum?
Yes, but I don't think the challenge will bear any significant result, because last night the head of the electoral board announced that the issues that are contested will not create a major implication in terms of changing the results.
All right, we thank you for speaking to us on Al Jazeera.